Hello and welcome. I just wanted to make this video about Year of the Red Fire Goat, and it's a Yin-Fire Goat or Sheep year, sheep or goat, goat or sheep. And it's coming in 2027, and there's an energy coming already that we're already beginning to feel. It's happening now, and it's an energy, and people are talking about it, and things are it's being brought up. And remember, the topics are brought up, and your attention is drawn to it the year before when it really takes off. And it's happening very fast because this is a fire year and the two fire years, so it's going to happen faster. It's already manifesting in Year of the Horse now, 2026, and right now it's July. But what I'm saying is there's a characteristic, a trait, an attribute of the red fire goat or sheep year of 2027 in the Chinese words of yin, fire, and goat or sheep, which in English translates into the concepts are to break apart, to disconnect, to not be connected, to not be related, things coming apart, decoupling, that kind of thing. The not connected, okay? And I see that happening. And those things are being advertised and shown and talked about and starting to be something that people are noticing, people are saying is happening, but those things are going to happen more in actual Year of the Goat, but they're already beginning. And that can be very, there's good and bad to everything, right? But we want to think about what's good about it. But first we'll tell you, of course, what people, they get scared when that happens. And people also get sad when that happens. And so people are sad and scared, it can start affecting their health. So you want to, allow yourself to feel your sadness and your fear. If, go ahead, feel it, own it. Own your dark side, own your shadow side, combine it with the light, the alchemical marriage of the sun and the moon, and understand that the good side of that is that in Chinese, in the feng shui and in the astrology and in the I Ching and all that, there is in both the King Wen and in the original Fu Si system, there is a hexagram which is about being too close. And when it's too close and too connected and too close, there's a smothering effect, and nothing can be created. So the pulling apart can be very beneficial in that things can then be again created, because there's a little bit of space for things to be created, and you need a space for things to be created, and for people to be able to think and imagine and create, and then also what's necessary is when you pull things apart, sometimes those things go into a rivalry or a competition, sometimes friendly competition or a playful competition. Sometimes it's a very serious competition, and sometimes it's a mean competition. But in all those things, there's still something good, because both sides are made stronger, smarter, faster, more able to adapt, and and that's when the wheat is separated from the chaff. But we can all be wheat, we can all be good if we think about what's good and use it as a time to learn the techniques of our opponent and adapt those techniques to ourselves and put in our arsenal, because that's what they're going to do for you. When two people battle, they adapt to each other's strategies and tactics, and they learn from each other, and they learn from each other's, they take each other's weapons and reverse engineer them, and all that goes on. So everybody gets all very creative, and a lot of great things are invented. The cures are made, medicines are made, new technology is created, all kinds of things happen. People meet each other and have great romances. All kind of fun things happen when there's all these kind of energies of things being torn apart and going into a rivalry. So think about the good side, because there's always a good side, and that will give you a desire when you think of the good, and then follow that desire of thinking the good side, and things will get better for you and you'll prevail. Whereas if you think of what's bad about it, it'll get worse, and then you won't prevail. Because you don't want to say, oh, I'm not sad and I'm not scared. Sure, people feel that, and you should own it. Again, know it. Bring the light of consciousness into those shadows. Own them, and then take those and use them for good, and use them to give you energy to learn your opponent's tactics, and to give you strength, and go learn a new skill, like go learn karate, or martial arts, or learn how to learn AI, or learn learn some kind of instrument, or do something to add to what you're doing and make you better, so you will prevail. And the fear gives you the impetus to do that. And the sadness makes you not completely hate the other person and have some compassion. And they might not have compassion for you, or they might. But just because they don't have compassion for you or can't show it doesn't mean you don't have to know you have. You don't have to show it. But it's always good to have compassion, and because then you know the other person. If you have compassion, because then you're on the same wavelength, and then you know how to prevail. But this is where you can't let the compassion let them hurt you. You have to make sure that you put yourself and those who you are taking care of. That's what your goal is, and what your job is, to take care of you and anybody you're in charge of. Anything that you have a responsibility to, that's what you take care of. And anybody that goes against you, well, then they're not going to be first, no matter what. You go first with your responsibilities, and then you will do very well. So that's my message for a year that's coming up in 2027, and how it's already starting now in 2026. We're in red horse. We're going into red sheep goat. And I'm going to make my 12 zodiac signs for goat year very soon, because I know exactly what I want to do. It's going to be great. So stay tuned. See you then.